go. Part 5, baby. Go back to the other parts and watch in order to just get the string theory, to get the string of events that this video has been physically projected from my mouth into your ears. I don't know, man. Just go back. It's way worth it to watch. And yeah, man, just enjoy from the beginning, because I think I personally feel there is a lot of value coming from my mouth. You can disagree, and that's completely okay. It could be a bunch of horse poo. Anyways, welcome to part 5, and let's get into it. Love you guys. Remember to be authentic. Remember to be yourself. And that's usually my normal intro. I kind of switched it up for these videos, but love yourself, dude. All right, man. Let's get into it. Roll the intro. Okay, part 5 was originally going to be something different, but then I realized, you know what? I solidified the name, and I shot the end part today, but I think I'm going to make that part part 9. I know this is going to sound confusing, but I'm gonna make that not part 9. I'm going to make that end video I shot part 8 into a special video for the final episode, because I wanted to sum this up in 9 parts, because there's really not much to Awakening. Like, there really isn't. It's literally everything before what we walked out into, and that's just complete honesty. Like, the creation before creation, the us, the just being, the there-ness. That's why I wanted to turn episode 5 into relationships, because this one's kind of special to my heart. But I decided to call the guide Lunar's Resonating Guide on Awakening. And the acronym is LRGOA. And it low-key looks like large OA. And if you've seen the show OA, the original Angel, that's a really good show, because that gives some hints to what's going on. I think I even remember seeing an interview or seeing the creator of the show kind of be into metaphysics. Not kind of. Making a show like that and making any of these shows, Revolver and all this on consciousness and psychology, you got to be into metaphysics, psychology, philosophy, and everything like that. But yeah, large OA, it looks like large angel, or large original angel. So I think that's how I'd perfectly describe all of this. To get into relationships, though, right off the bat, I don't even need to say anything else. But, you know, the same dealio. Go watch the other episodes if you haven't. But for this one, I would say you manifest who you are and who you're choosing to be. And I've never allowed myself to become put in a box by my peers and people around me. There are still people, there were. But there's still people that, you know, believe that people are doing something to them. And that's okay. Everyone is where they're at. But I truly feel as everyone serves as a lesson in your life, no matter how big or small the lesson may be for you. And when you ultimately, maybe you do and maybe you don't, end up attracting that partner in your life who truly reflects you. We want to use words like soulmate, twin flame. That's really nothing. Like, if you look at it, it's you. Like, take all those, pull the veil off of words like that. Pull the words off of, we give the words too much importance. It's your divine half, man. You're the divine feminine, man. The unison, the unity between two people. And you have to understand how truly a unique experience that is, to meet individuals who are as close as a reflection as possible to you in this life. You should really cherish those connections. But I truly believe during Awakening, so I think this episode, I'm going to end up naming it Awakening in Relationships, is that person will truly be on the same frequency as you or close. And you guys will truly serve as each other's, like, almost like you're each other's spirit guides in a way, because your counterpart is going to bring up unhealed things. It's but in a really organic healing way that makes you reflect and go, wow, like, oh, I never even looked at this part of me like this. Because your half, your counterpart is really there to complement you and grow you. Well, you grow yourself, but help towards that growth of one being. You know, not this weird amalgamation of some weird united consciousness creature that they show you in some of this media. No, together in a divine harmony where you guys complement each other. Your partner is not supposed to be the one person who completes you. No, you complete yourself. And then that love, I said this in my most recent relationship I had, 2.5 almost ish, years, where I said that the love that I give you is the love that I have for myself. My cup is overflowing with love for myself that I can then give you. So if you were ever to leave or walk away there, I'm not losing anything from my cup, because the love I have for myself and you is not based on the things you do for me. That's unconditional love. When someone can truly explain that feeling to you and they are somebody who knows the definition and the feeling and the being of unconditional love. Because the moment someone goes outside of that, it's not unconditional, it's conditional love. And I'm making a point though. I'm not saying, because depending on where you're at in your life and your experience, you may not really resonate with that, and that's okay. I do feel like people working themselves closer and closer to a truly unconditional loving all the experiences that happen to them, it's natural. Like you'll get closer as time goes on, if that's what you're meant. I feel like everyone is meant in a sense, because this is, if you see the creation of everything, if you look at butterflies, bees, trees, leaves, ocean life and everything, you see it was painted with such a loving brush that you just have to see that everything has its pairs and everything has its purpose. It's had to be made with love. That's why, most of these gurus and everything will just say at ultimacy, it's love. We are the same in essence. It doesn't mean to let anyone just do anything to you, but it means to have to put on the perspective and the mindset and really be it, like feel it. Not say you're unconditional love and then 1 second later be pissed at someone for doing something. Or no, really taking the time to sit with yourself and be like, okay, why do I feel like this when this person does this? Why do, question yourself to unveil your true self? Because if you question yourself, you will start to dissolve the very consciousness that finds offense in what somebody does to you, rather than the lesson. I tell this recently now because it's just a recent story that happened with my 24th birthday. But I was literally pepper sprayed by somebody. They said that they loved me. That said they loved me. You see, we say love in a dimension where I can say I love you and still punch you in the face and call it tough love. No, that's not love. That's love in There's a guy who says it. I'm going to be referencing him a lot. You may be able to connect the dots, who calls it the love below. That's exactly what it is. Because we are below source. We are in a lower dimension. That is the love below. So technically, by definition too, that's not love, but it's all love. Do you get it? That's kind of how tricky and wishy-washy divine knowledge and understanding is that it's like back and forth and twisty and bendy and like those, mad characters you see like Alice in the Wonderland, but that's really what it is. It's all love, but not love at the same time. The true love is the unconditional love for everything within existence and truly coming to an understanding and an understanding of what each function and thing that you're seeing serves in your life in the best way I could put it. So when you find your soulmate, your twin flame, these words we use, it will be a person that is probably going to trigger you, but it's not going to be in the way where they bring you harm. What I think the best way to say it is the only harm that'll be perceived is within your own mind, if it's truly a divine reflection of you. And regardless, somebody's actions don't define how you have to respond. Do it quickly. A great sage once said, do it quickly. Do it quickly. Take me out of here. I've brought what I had to bring. I shared what I had to share. Now do it quickly. And y'all know, if you know, you know, for that bar right there. That was just spit. But truthfully, relationships are easy, man. I made a video on it. I actually met someone through and spoke with someone through a video that I made that they really loved that video that I made, that relationships are easy. And it is, because even hard work is easy. It's a matter of perspective. That's why I say dare to be different, dare to go against societal norms, dare to go against everybody who's making it seem like it's doom and gloom. That's why I say awakening is lonely. You will be alone. It's just the inevitability of it. It's not a path that everyone is going to walk, because you're walking the true path itself. And when you attract a mate who is on that frequency, that is truly a beautiful connection, because everything on the external is just a representation or a story of something higher. You know, I've had people in my life not understand why I could forgive someone the same time, over and over, and all of that. And the thing is because to me, nothing is happening, nothing is being done. Because if you're truly staying in that internal loving state, then nothing is ever happening to you. To be able to give somebody, like the moment you react or you respond to an external event happening, you give it energy, you give it your own energy. That's why it's about meditation, it's about prayer, it's about silencing the mind, it's about closing the eyes, it's about laying down. Because where are you going? You're going into that zone of being like water, flowing, ever flowing. You know, a river is ever flowing, changing and shifting with the landscape. And the best thing that somebody could do is put a wall in front of it, but it will still create cracks over time and break and form new pathways under the soil sometimes, or find a way to go around it. You know, rushing rapids. Water, be like water, flowing. You can't ever allow somebody to take you out of that natural flow. That's why I say it's not about letting things just happen to you. Be able to flow and adapt to new situations as they come. You know, if you're in a situation that you perceive you shouldn't be, find the lesson and it'll dissolve. It will go away. It'll naturally start to fade in the background. But the truth is a partner, anything that you attract is being attracted from whatever is in your mind. You know, you always have to go in. It's never the blame on the other person. There are things that may seem like you can blame, and that's where you may be at, but that's what I'm saying is why awakening is so lonely. Dare to think different. Dare to put on a mindset, a godly mindset, a divine mindset, to where nothing can touch you. Even if it's external, nothing can touch you. Because of the source of you is before this world. It's ancient. This is the afterthought. This is the movie. This is the creation. Find that peace and love within yourself, and you'll see it in all things, no matter what happens to you. And that's what I had to do. I've had the craziest amount of tests in the last 2 years. The craziest amount of tests. But I will truly tell you, when it comes to love and partnership and truly unconditional love, no one is even doing anything to you. Man, it's so beautiful when you realize that I can't put it in words. You have to see for yourself. You have to truly see for yourself. Funny enough, you have to see for yourself. Perception, you have to perceive it for yourself. Relationships are not hard, folks. It's just the concepts and the conditions that people put on make the conditions hard. There's no such thing as a traditional relationship. That sounds bold to say, right? No, it's two people coming together that share the same values. There was a mindset from a collective that's called traditional, but it's not true. You know what's crazy is I personally don't believe, and it's not for me, because I know myself, to do an open relationship. But there are people in open relationships that are happy, that sometimes bewilder people. But the thing is we're all one in essence. So it's like that judgment begins to fall off when you realize that. You know, there's still people questioning, like, I don't understand how someone could do this. I don't understand. But see, you're still going external. Why don't you go within to why this bothers you, to why? All reflect on your inner state. And since this is about relationships, why do you feel like you need a partner? Why do you feel like you need to attract? And you can want and you can desire a partner. Nothing bad with that. But it has to come from a place of not needing. Needing is what repels that. I actually have a good example for, I had a good example, but I have a good example from my past lives where, and I'm talking about this life. I know that can sound a little bit confusing, but I can't even recognize my younger self, really. It's kind of crazy. It feels like time doesn't exist. But when I was in high school, my peers would always say that it's like I have the golden ticket, because a point in my high school career, I had a point where, you know, stepdad walked out. He came back, don't worry, but, you know, walked out, and I chose to live with my girlfriend. And around that time, and even before that, there was a friend I had, and there's other friends I've had too, who were like, dude, you have like the golden ticket. Like, you always either have a girl who completely rides for you, or reflects where I'm currently at, or just like, it was almost like a dream for certain people. Like, bro, you got to stay with your girlfriend. And it's like, I genuinely have to just say, it's just the aura. It's the aura. I know aura is becoming a trending word now, funny enough. Funny how trends follow like spirituality, right? But the reason I was able to do that is who I was choosing to be. I never had any bad intent. The families knew this, that I stayed with. This particular person's mom, you know, loved me, adored me. I had other friends that I could stay with. I did end up staying with another friend for a little bit until everything got situated. But it's just the aura. You know, I wasn't seeking a girlfriend. I wasn't ever seeking love. I just knew it would be for me, that I just was like, I want to be in a relationship, and it would come. The law of attraction. Notice how the law of attraction was always working before we even knew the words, before you knew the words. But yeah, I always had a partner beside me, you know, and no matter where they were at in their journey, one quality between all of them is they were like really diehard for me, because what I realized, it reflected in myself at the time that I would be that for my partner. I held that belief so strongly in my heart that it's just like I would ride or die for my partner. So the people, the girls I would attract at the time were the same. You know, very, 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 very loyal. I have one girlfriend I had one girlfriend that I know that ever cheated on me. Ironically, it's the one that I stayed with at her mom's house, but regardless of that, her family, I can explain this, and I even ran into her in the future, and she was like, man, I thought you hated me. And I was like, no, man, you just, I can't hate you. You were doing, and I'm telling you, this is at a point in time when I was like 19, I think 19 or 20. So imagine my awakening now to what I am now. This was my mindset at that time. That's why I've been on this journey for a long ass time, the alchemy. But when I ran into her in the store, I said, nah, I can never hate you. Like, you're just at the level of experience that you're at. Like, we're all at different levels. It's okay, you know. But I tell you guys this because that longing, I know a lot of people who long for a relationship, in the moment you stop seeking, it will find you. That's how all of this works. It's love. You are love in essence. Everything is love. So when you realize that, you will start to bring these experiences in your life. And I know it sounds counter to what I was saying about how a spiritual awakening isn't all rainbows and everything, and that's one of those twists that is thrown in this whole journey, is that your life will fall apart, because everything that has to dissolve and fall apart when you have an awakening is the play. You have to wake up to the play that you've been in, the movie, the kind of unconscious you've been in. So, you know, for me, I was always a person who questioned everything. So it's kind of like I was already walking this path until it finally hit. But for some people, it hits like a rock where they just awaken, or no, like a rock sinking in the water, maybe like a huge boulder just hitting the water and splash, and it hits them like that. And yes, and everything falls apart, but then it does become very beautiful. You do see the love and everything because you see it with genuine eyes rather than being someone who runs around like, you know, hippie-ish going like, oh, we're all love. No. No, not commercial spirituality, which there's nothing wrong with that either. That's all a part of raising the frequency, because, you know, when genuinely someone who has the eyes to see and is on the journey of awakening will see right through that. We'll see right through that. And that's why I say, if you're looking for love or you're looking for someone to complete you, don't worry. It's right around the corner. It's just a change of mindset. It's really a change of mindset. Because when you set your mind back to yourself and to originally who you are, you will attract everything. That's one of the things where I feel like I am very experienced to talk on, which is attracting partners. But I'm serious. I've had the, you know, blessing of being myself and always attracting partners through just being myself. And what I've always heard, and there's one person that I'm very close with, who actually I was celebrating with a French toast dinner on my birthday with, said one of the qualities to me, and this is why I know awakening is like this. One of the qualities to me is that she thinks is why a lot of people like me is because, or just have a natural drawing to me. I don't even want to say like, because I don't want to say, I know if I say this, it's going to sound very strange. Like I'm saying, oh, I don't care that y'all like me. No, but what I'm saying is like, I don't let hype or negativity really get to me. So I appreciate those of you who enjoy my being and say that I uplift you, but it's really just you uplifting yourself. We're the same in essence. That's why I say that. So I'm speaking from a certain place. But she said it's because I follow my own path no matter what. And that's why I feel the realist to spit on this shit sometimes, to speak about awakening, because awakening truly is yourself. And yeah, and I want to stay kind of on the topic of relationships, but that's why I wanted to bring her up, because she's someone who says that that's the natural pull that I have. And I love that, because when you hear people give true advice, you know, about relationships or attracting a partner, just, you know, they say just be yourself. And some people may find that like corny and be like, what, like it's that easy? Or they may say like, no, it's that you have to be yourself from the right place, and it's being yourself after you know yourself. And genuinely, if you know yourself and you're confident in yourself, you will have no problem. It's that simple. It's just like awakening being that simple. But some concepts are so simple for some people that they overcomplicate it with logic or whatever. And it's like, no, you can genuinely, because I'm living proof, be yourself in every moment. This particular woman too, who said this about me, that genuinely, like, I follow my own path all times, and it's always a path of self, and I always do the things I say I'm gonna get done. When I first met her, I literally said the weirdest shit. You could ask her, I said the weirdest shit. So I'm surprised that she even continued to talk to me years down the line. Like, I just do, because at the end of the day, I don't care. This is just like, this isn't us, you know. And that's why I say to you, truly just be yourself, but don't be, you know, also be mindful of others. It's honestly, that's why I say it's like, be yourself after knowing yourself, because if you genuinely know yourself, you'll be in your frame, like, and the way you come off is gonna be, it's never going to have to do with the other person, and you will truly attract, like, you know, like, I want to say, like, you know, like I want to speak from a level. It's like, I was trying to find the right words to say this, but honestly, I think this video is just perfect as is. It's you, and genuinely, you won't ever have to do any, like, if you come off weird to people and you come off like, nah, there's just a balance in everything. And I truthfully feel like if you really are feeling yourself like, and you're awkward or weird or with all of these terms, they're not bad terms, you can start changing the way you see yourself, because it's you. Like, you're searching for yourself. It's self-love, I'm telling you. But a lot of people repeat the words instead of embodying what they're saying. Like, once you embody it, you will see your world change. I'm telling you, it is fucking magical. That's why they call this shit magic. Like, when you truly love yourself, you will see how unbothered you are without having, you won't have to say it out loud that you're unbothered. You know, like, it'll have a different feeling when you tell someone, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's just, like, you'll speak like that. Like, you won't have to literally say the words, I'm unbothered, I don't let things faze me. No, but if you embody that, you won't have to say it. You will wear it. You'll wear it. You'll exude it. So, you know, I say just be yourself. And remember, it's not about stepping on anyone else's shoes. So again, I'm not talking about when, see, I don't even have to reference that, because it's like, if you resonate and know what I'm saying, you know. So it's like, if it's like kind of one of those situations where it's just, if you know, you know. That's all it is. And it is truthfully, it's simple. Love is simple, man. Like, what's for you will be for you. What's not won't. And that's just simply it. But the funny thing is what's for you, and what isn't is also for you. Isn't that beautiful? Because everything being love in essence, what has to walk away from you was meant to happen. So that's also love. I know it sounds wild as hell, right? Maybe not. Maybe you're someone who's on that frequency and you're hearing what I'm saying. But isn't that wild? What's for you is for you. That's okay. We got that done. But what's not is not. So that'll walk away. But what's not for you is also for you, because it was giving you the love of being able to walk away so that you could receive what is for you. And there you go. And I'm telling you, it's much simpler. Relationships are super easy to stay together and everything. It's a freak, because I'm telling you, loving yourself makes you a better partner at the end of the day. Because then the person, how can I say, your partner, your reflection will not have to be someone, like, you won't have to do emotional work on the person. Does that make sense? Like, you won't have to fend, like, yeah, like, you won't have, like, that person will be able, you can try, like, the best way I can explain it is my relationship with my bro Ron, that you hear me reference a lot. It's like, I trust myself like I trust him to just be locked in and do things. And it's like, I don't even gotta worry about the dude. And now we're miles away from each other. And it's like, nah, he's good. He's locked in. It's like that same energy will be for your partner or for friends. It doesn't matter. It's all relationships. It's like it's like this knowing that you have for yourself. Even if some people may not be all the way at the level of self-love that you have for yourself, but you will not have to regulate each other. It'll all be natural. Like, it'll naturally play out, where it's like, when someone, like, you start, you know, when you see those relationship memes, you'll embody the memes, and I know relationships that are really beautiful and work out now do embody the memes, but you won't be regulating each other. Like, it's like, it'll be natural. Like, you won't have to, if, like, I'll give you the best example. If I'm an over explainer, it's like, I won't have to over explain to my partner if that's one of the qualities that I feel like I should change. It's like, my partner will just get it. It's like, I get you. I see you, like the real you. So it's like, you don't have to do that for me. It's a natural, it's organic, man. It's like, you're not trying to fix a partner. Like, you won't be trying to fix your soulmate. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like, I don't think that people actually get that. You're not fixing, you're growing together. So if you're finding yourself where you need to fix someone, or you feel like you just need to do a little tweaking here and there and get them just right, no. Everything is the way it is in creation. Creation is finished. It's finished. So if that person's entire life of either getting better or getting worse or whatever is already determined for them, they have to align to that. You have to align to your purpose. You have to align to yours, and you have to put your energy back in yourself. And when you finally do, that world opens up. It opens up. And that's why I'm saying it's like it truly attracting your half. You're gonna better each other. It's gonna be complementing each other. You just make one another look twice as powerful. It's not like you're the most powerful being in the relationship and you're dragging this motherfucker along. It doesn't work like that. It does not. And countless times you will see this. Now, do I believe that two people can be together and work on things together and build better each other? Like, say one person is a little bit more, off the deep end than the other person. Yeah, I totally believe in that, because anything is possible. But here's the thing. Look at where that is still growth. That is still growing together. It's not one person trying to fix the other. The thing is you don't need to fix anything. If people are going to run around saying God's creation is perfect, then everyone is good the way they are. Everything is finished. Creation is finished. It's just a matter of them seeing their higher good and you seeing your higher good, or your higher state. Whatever, we can just use whatever word. I'm just using certain words, but essentially, if you feel this, you feel this. There's nothing you got to do. You like the immediate moment that you need to fix anyone. That's a sign that you need to go. If you feel the need to fix, then it's coming from the wrong place. And it can be coming from a good place, like you genuinely want to help someone. But the thing is I made videos on this before. You lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. You can't. And even throw that one saying that people believe in on. Sometimes you have to let what you love go so that you can see if it can return. If it doesn't return, hey, then it is what it is. And that's really what everything is. But it's super easy to attract partners and love and see where you're at. It really is easier than people think. They make it harder on themselves. And then they get too tied in the identity of society and the world around them, rather than believing that mystical connections take place through all the chaos, because there are beautiful connections happening all the time. You just have to put on the right eyes to see it. Much love, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.